They just won their first game of the tournament versus the Kozaks. And how does that feel?
We played strong and looking forward to the rest of the games.
So you are, as I understand, a defensive player. I saw you performing many exemplary spikes and really banked in a lot of points for your team. Like, who would you say is the top player of your team?
Jimmy, by far. The setter, number 9. So she's by far the best on our team just because she's a setter, so she controls everything in the court, makes sure that everyone is right in the right location and bumping it over so that the whole team is in sync and playing the best that we can.
That's right. Something else you guys have is great communication. You can hear it from up there. Do you guys have a nickname for her?
For Dimi?
Yeah.
Well, her name is Dimitra, so we call her Dimi.
Right. We'll be calling her Skills. She has these fancy neon pink shoes, so that's pretty cool. Well, we're excited to see you again, so we'll let you warm up and you'll have your next game this afternoon. Yes, at 2. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
We're here with our very own PS Kozak ladies coming off a tough first game loss to the AAS Penguins. For you guys, what did you tell yourselves and your teammates after that game?
Well, before the game started, we knew that if we got down, we wouldn't come back up. So we just had to stay hyped the entire time, love each other.
It was pretty difficult because we're not the type of team who keeps the energy.
Yeah.
If you're losing, you're just going down and everything just goes down.
But like, we gotta stay together.
Yeah.
And what are you guys going to do with Kozak? And tell me, what's the deal with that Timber? Is that your song, your team song?
That is not our team song.
We
We don't have an official team song.
Fake news.
Fake news. We don't have an official team song.
Maybe that's the reason we lost.
Oh, okay. You go find us a team song and we'll win our next game.
Well, maybe I'm gonna hit up some Billy but she already know what I'm doing. But anyways, next game, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, wait. No, thank you. Next game, Latvia. Riga, Latvia.
Okay, more talking.
What do you think you have in store for them?
We're gonna play our best.
Yeah, as always.
We won't play to a level of our competitors, we'll play to our own level, and hopefully we'll win.
And how are you guys gonna work to improve communication? Like there were some plays like either Dasha or you have a fumble. It's simple miscommunication.
We just need to get this kind of muscle memory that every time when we see the ball, we need to scratch that's my ball, like even if it's obvious.
Yeah.
We just take it for granted that if it's falling on me, I'm taking that.
Like you never know.
Yeah.
Alright, good one. The last thing I want to do is hype you up, guys. Susanna, you were just blocking their airway there. They just couldn't breathe out there. Georgia, your 6 serves, they speak for themselves. It's like a double hat trick in volleyball. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Here with a fellow Moscow Penguin. Congratulations on your first victory.
Thank you.
How does it feel to make such an early statement, like this early?
It feels great, honestly. It's motivating.
Okay. That's all. Silver lining. You gotta win all this stuff, but I want to ask the real question. Is that your real name? Or did you steal it from Thanos? That lady stole Thanos' hand, man. The way she was spiking totally collapsed the Kozaks. Your next game is against Ceesa? So you plan on fully capitalizing on all of Kiev too?
Yeah.
You want to make all of Kiev cry, right? And are you going to do anything different the next game, or are you going to go with the same mentality, the same play style?
Well, at least I haven't seen them play yet, so we'll try to watch out for them and go in hard at first and see how they play.
Well, if we use the transitive property logic, RKS Kozaks won the P-side Panthers. So fair for you will win that.
That would be nice to know.
Alright, go Penguins. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the 4th game of the high school girls volleyball tournament 2018. Quick recap of the game. All 6 teams showcased at this point. Who were able and what is known. Looking run the murky waters. Discover who's what, who's made out of what, who is beef, who is meat. And right now, we have the fourth game of the tournament, and it is KS Kozaks versus Riga Lynx. A quick recap of the KS Kozaks game.
Yep, and my fellow friend Malik over here forgot to introduce ourselves. It's Dima Shved and Malik Banat, my companion. We're gonna be commentating this live stream over here, and
They already know who we are.
yeah, of course. We saw Kozaks lost their first game. It was a pretty tough game. Malik is gonna elaborate on that.
The Kozaks, I was with you here, ladies and gentlemen. We've noticed the very first opening game of this tournament. The KS Kozaks having the home court advantage. Unfortunately, that was not enough to defeat AAS Moscow Penguins, as they lost the first set 24-26, a pretty tightly contested set, and then 21-25 in the second set. So far, all the games in this tournament have lasted for just 2 sets. And Dima, tell us about the Lynx.
Yeah, as I was commentating with my companion Volodymyr, we saw that Lynx, they have the passion, they have the communication, but sometimes they mess up and they really dwell on their mistakes. So I think it's going to be really important for them to just go on and focus on getting the plays set right in order to win.
And Dima, so far, Latvia, Riga Lynx are one of the favorites this tournament, securing a very, very dominant 6-25 second set victory over the Iron Wolves. And it will be a truly impressive feat if the KS Kozaks will be able to dismantle, as we see Lizzie Morrow settling the score for 2-1 for the KS Kozaks.
Indeed, Elizabeth, she always has those powerful spikes. I think she only missed one so far throughout this tournament as I watched all the games.
Senior privilege, man.
Indeed. As we see Yeva Weinerman serving the ball.
An exchange of points so far in this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Lynx, one of their problems was spacing and communication.
I have not commentated with you so far, but every guy said, Omkar and Max said the same thing. In volleyball, a lot of times it's about who is worse rather than who is better, because you just get points from the opponents of their mistakes, and it's important to capitalize on that and not lose momentum. And the Kozaks so far have been doing exactly that.
Indeed.
Early 3 points.
I think this lead is coming from the fact that the Kozaks, the previous loss was pretty tough, and I don't think they dwelled on it that much. They just brought in the energy into this game. While Lynx, they look a little bit relaxed since their previous game was a blowout. But now I think the Riga Lynx have to focus on defeating this tough team.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. The Lynx might be a bit over-relaxed. However, if they are, it is bound to change at least as far as late as the second quarter, but not any later. Second set, sorry.
Yeah.
Rockets, they're no good. The ball flirts with the net.
Yeah, the roll in. One thing I can for sure say about Kozaks, I think they have one of the best communication systems throughout the volleyball tournament. I've seen a lot of teams. It's really between. They have a really good communication system, Kozaks, of course, because I've seen Moscow is pretty close, but for example, Lynx, as we can see right now, all of their mistakes are coming from miscommunication on defense, especially.
Whoa!
Wow.
She whipped out the Thor hammer right there. That was a statement, wasn't it?
Indeed, I told you, man. The spikes from number 15 are pretty tough to receive. I can't even blame Lynx for not receiving them.
Such a kind and nice girl in class, but once she gets on court, mama, no mercy.
Indeed. We can see one common thing I've seen with the Lynx is that they really depend on their star players. I believe that would be number 3 and number 10.
Oh, number 10 there, like you said. Great dive for the ball.
Indeed, indeed. And I think,
Oh, another. They call it the beach dig.
yeah. And I think in order to kind of come close to beating Kozaks, they will have to depend on the whole team, like the Kozaks right now. Everybody's contributing.
Go, you see, last game, that interaction between Yeva and Kate, they would have fumbled against each other and probably we would have lost a point. But now I see a better, not a better, but a stronger form of communication from Kate Paw, being more authoritative, yelling out mine, and grabbing a point for the Kozaks.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Currently it is
7-3 for Kozaks. Nice, very nice receive. Pretty tough one.
Susanna
Sets.
Lizzie
Jumps in, tips out.
Number 10, look at her go for it. Listen to this. Oh!
And once again, what is that? Number 3. Wow. She just does it over and over again. Yeah, that's the thing. I think the most crucial thing for volleyball is always keeping the momentum. Is always pushing, like we've seen with Lizzie. She's not scared to spike.
We see that so reflected at the this of the tournament 2019 here International School. Lynx versus the KS. They 9-3 for the good ones.
Yeah, we can see that Lynx are gonna take that timeout to discuss a little bit their strategy. And Kozaks, like always, they seem so passionate, so much energy on the court.
And they're definitely feeding off the crowd.
Yep.
See the gym top bleachers, rather filled in. I'd say like 80% full. Not as packed as the first game. Not as packed as the opening game. However, still warm support. Truly, Kiev is red. The color is right in the eyes. Go Team Tomato. And now it's Georgia.
Yep. Lynx receive it. A bump. Susanna over. Oh.
Number 10 is
Sets. Lizzie, another spike. Indeed. Nice save by number 10. Yep, that's what I'm talking. Number 10 is all over the court. All over.
dive by Yeva there, but if only I could get Yeva on a stretcher and like make her arms like just a few more inches, she'd have that KD type of grip on the ball.
Indeed,
Man,
indeed.
but team, I'm very impressed with number 9.
Number 10. Number 10 the dive and number 9.
Bravo. Right corner. Number 3 from number 10 from the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, number 10. This is number.
This is from the Riga Lynx. She's just so capable of receiving the ball. It's like natural for her.
Yeah, man, that's what I told you about. The game against Iron Wolves. The game against Iron Wolves, she was carrying the whole team. Not discrediting any other teammate, but I'm just saying she truly is making a case for MVP of the tournament for herself.
Indeed, yeah, she is making up. She is making a name for it, certainly. Lizzie Morrow.
Also, the star player on the Kozaks.
Yeah. Let's see how efficient she is from the
Behind the blue line over there.
The blue line, yeah.
Nice serve. Over, and Lynx gets it over.
A nice hit there.
That's a good save by Lynx.
Nice.
Kate.
Wow. Beautiful set there by Susanna. The Kozaks so far this game have been doing exactly what I wanted them to do last game. Put on this mystery cap.
Oh, we see.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, that was not the best decision by Georgia. But you know what I like? Right away they come inside and they talk about it, and that's it. They forget about it. They move on to the next one.
Yeah, but Also, that's also how quick the game is, man. You don't have even time to dwell on such things. K-Paw! Просунула лапу K-Paw. Number 10. Yeva, great receive. Susanna, overhead to Georgia. The Lynx struggle for it.
Wow, that's a nice save. Can't say anything else. Georgia over
Georgia.
and finds the opening. She finds the opening. Wow, smart play.
Sneaky, sneaky Georgia. The malice in the palace sneaked through there. Managed to fool a pack of Lynx. And they bid for it. Like a piece of raw meat, they went for it. However, she quickly tipped it over them.
Indeed,
And
indeed.
Dima, what is the score?
11-6 for the Kozaks. First set.
Very nice.
It looks like Kozaks are gonna be pulling it away.
We have Noel Peters. Receives the... Oh.
And we see a small
my.
mistake
I
by number 10.
I think I jinxed her, you know?
Yep, maybe, but
Oh.
you still can't close your eyes on her. She's gonna get back at it. No. Yep. Kate tries to find an opening, and Lynx are doing it themselves.
And Eureka gives the Kozaks a taste of their own medicine.
Yep.
And the score is 8-12 for the KS Kozaks in favor of them, and it's going to be an underhand serve by Eureka.
Set and
Oh, strong spike there.
you know what amazes me with Kate Paw? That touches the net. But you know what amazes me of Kate Paw? Despite like I rarely see her jumping on her spikes. It just shows how much strength she has in her arm. That really amazes me. Every single spike is just so powerful.
Yeah, and that's even more impressive since she always hits the target, you know? When
Yep.
you're not airborne, it's easier to miscalculate how much power you have from the ground and therefore shoot it over. I've seen that a lot with the PSI Panthers.
Yep. Too much power and it goes out of the blue box. Kate is always on target.
Yeah, Kate's a real vet, bro. And now it's gonna be Margarita's host serving the ball. Shout out to Margarita.
We have a switch. Number 3 is back in the game. Dasha receives the ball. Kate. And that strength once again. I cannot blame Lynx for not receiving that spike. There's just so much strength in that spike. Really can't deny the fact that there's so much strength. We can see Lynx receiving the ball, 3 touches. And that's the thing that I rarely saw in Lynx in previous game, especially in first set. I think one of the most important things in volleyball is 3 touches, because that's when you actually can make a combination for the spike and win the point. As Lynx over here do so.
Hello?
With the spike.
I am back. You loser have a handheld mic. I got a ESPN ownership. Dog. Dima, what has been happening while I was away?
Well, I just mentioned the fact that in volleyball, specifically considering terms and combinations, the 3 touch is very important in order to make the spike work, because I've seen multiple teams going for 2 touches, and that would be just getting it over the net.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
We can see the Kozaks calling a timeout, I believe.
Indeed, and we'll soon have a camera on that angle. Meanwhile. So Dima, this has been a rather lengthy set so far. The team battling between each other. Neither sides are really willing to give in. I think the Lynx were a bit stunned in the beginning by how effective the KS Kozaks were. Perhaps we could see it through their simple mistakes.
I would actually call it more of like in the beginning they were flat-footed, and now they
Yeah.
actually brought the energy back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. And now see Lizzie Morrow. Will she give us more magic? No, Spucky. Good. Noel with a receive. Shigeva. Oh, not
Nice hustle by Noel, but I would have been short that time. Number 10,
Yeva.
one of their start players, is gonna serve.
She has great serves.
Too much power.
Too much sauce.
Yep.
One.
You can see that strength going a little bit overboard.
Yeah. When I was commentating on the Dolphins, they couldn't reach it through the net, and now this one just goes over all the time. The Lynx set up 3 touches.
Over the net.
Receiving. Morrow.
Oh, where's the bet?
Oh. Too big,
Keep
too
going.
strong, too good. Freight train full ahead of steam. Elizabeth
Too
Morrow.
good, too strong, too fast, man. She's just like one of my favorite basketball players out there, G Rose. Shout out.
Yeah, LeBron. Yeah.
What? Sorry, Mog. Did you just say the guy who is not in the playoffs?
Oh yeah, you did say D Rose. Yeah, I forgot.
Just like you said LeBron, my man.
Whatever. What matters is that we all hate KD.
Yeah, man. I don't like snakes in general.
Yeah, they bite, right? Okay. Georgia with the receival.
Elizabeth
Lizzie
just
Morrow.
to get it over the net. But we're gonna see a
The Lynx
spike
number
from
8. Beautiful spike, and it's in.
Woo! All right.
That should have felt nice for the Lynx.
Yep. See Kozaks. And it's 15 to 17. Lynx cut it to 1. 1 point lead, and we're gonna see what happens next. Number 8 just finds that opening once again. It's incredible how some of those players can just look on the court. They have the court vision to find the opening and just to get it in there. Nice serve by Lynx. Elizabeth is gonna go for the tip, and once again, just like I mentioned, those players, and especially Elizabeth, she's done so multiple times, finds the opening and exploits it.
Yeah, conquer the gap is what to say. An awkward receive there by the Lynx. Kozaks back in control. Once again, same single. Lizzie, number 10, dives for it. Dives for dignity there. And this is a great competitor.
A little bit too hard on that spike over there.
This is what I was telling you, Dimo. One team's mistake is another's. One team's burden is another team's
benefit.
W.
Yeah. Benefit.
Noel!
Number 10
Number
receives it.
10, she just has no struggle receiving the ball whatsoever. Number 3, on the other hand, looking like her less fortunate twin, one might say. And now
Indeed. Number 3 and number 10, man.
Noel with another serve, her second serve of the game.
You can see the set.
Oh, strong step there, Kate Paul. Georgia, oh, she's gone.
Georgia just misses by a little bit.
Looked like she jumped either too early or too late. Miscalculated wrong.
The score is 19 to 17 for the KS Kozaks.
Yeah, I'm not too comfortable with it.
Yep.
Underhand serve by number 3.
That's the thing, nobody, as you mentioned, nobody is giving in.
Yeah.
It's a competitive game.
Oh. Number 13 left with nothing but to limbo the ball. Do a little bit of dance moves with it. And the Kozaks are awarded the point. Spider.
Elizabeth, very nice serve. He bumps
Oh,
it.
oh, that looks sharp. Great receive by Lizzie Morrow.
That is
she pushes the ball.
a great spike, and Kozaks just, they are not giving in. They keep receiving it.
Yeah. Kate. Oh, great block there. Shano, back-to-back efforts there.
Spike again,
Oh.
and it's out.
Oh,
And
goes
it's
all the way
out.
into the stands.
Yep. Who's that? Number 8.
You know,
Number 8
Dima,
really stepped it up.
this seems like such a well-rounded matchup that if I'm the coach, I take the game plan very seriously. I look at the paper, I look at what the paper says, what the statistics say, and I tell my players to aim their serves and exploit certain player positions. Like number 6, so far she has been awkward in her receivos. So as much as you'd like to commit to fair play and sportsmanship, I think it's something the Kozaks should exploit with such a tightly contested match.
Indeed, I agree with you. Exploitation of those weaknesses on the opposite team is always important, and not even on volleyball, on every single team.
Yeah.
But I think it's really the coach's job to really see those weaknesses and identify them to their players.
Kate set up comfortably there by Yeva. Number 10. Yeah.
Another
Great
spike
communication.
coming from Georgia. No,
That's
she
right. Oh!
uses it. She
That's-
uses the opening.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, number 7, for that play. Thank you, number 7. And the
You see
Kozaks
Georgia
3
serving the
points
ball.
away from victory.
A hard serve.
Oh,
A little bit, just a small bit
Tiny.
over the edge.
yeah, a little fraction of a millimeter there.
And it's
saw.
back to a 2-point lead for the Kozaks.
And we have a
Lynx
substitution,
are
rotation.
preparing a comeback as I can see it. They're bringing back in number 3, putting number 7 down on the bench. Looks like she hurt her knee a little bit.
Yeva with a serve. No, L. Number 3.
Ooh, number 10.
Number 10. Surprising.
Yep. And that's the thing. I understand you can always make mistakes, but when the game is so close and
Yeah.
it's coming to an end, you really have to focus.
And when you've been showing up the whole game, but when it truly at the end where it matters, it's
Kozaks
paradoxical.
pull away with the first set.
It's paradoxical, it's remorseful, and it's just not good. And here we have timeouts taking. The Kozaks are just 1 point away from their first set victory this tournament.
Indeed,
Great
indeed.
performance by the Kozaks here. And we currently have the character.
As you can see over here, Lynx really gave in. And that's the thing. That is what my fellow companion Volodymyr Matushenko said, the clutch gene. Number 10, she's a great player, definitely, but when you make those mistakes at the end of the game, it really decides the outcome of the game.
I think we have Lizzie from the big old Texas to close out this game.
Indeed.
I'm sure, if anything, it is her last senior hurrah, and she'll want to close this set out.
Elizabeth and Kate who are, despite the whole team contributing, but it's them two who are with the experience, the veterans, they're
And you know
just leading the team.
when you have those 2 great all-star type of players on your team, you just feed off and you're inspired. You get this sort of confidence, which is crucial in volleyball. Because if you don't believe you can spike that and get that ball on the floor, whoop it up 113 miles per hour down the stretch, then you just won't do it.
Motivation is everything, I agree with you. Especially coming from those leaders. And I've seen Kate and Elizabeth, as you mentioned throughout this game, you saw improvement. She really motivates her teammates, she really talks to them and she discusses everything. Even if they make a mistake, she's always there to support them.
Look at that. Vicious Viking type clapping there from the KS Satoshina Arena. And we have Kate Pau with a spiral serve. No. Lynx will keep it in play. Will they?
Out.
No.
The Kozaks pull away with the first set. But the game is not over yet. The game is not over yet.
It ain't over till it's over. Yes, Dmitro. Number 6. Number 6 clearly upset at the way things ended there in the first set. However, it's a happy day for the Kozaks. The sun starts to shine again in the Sviatoshina Arena.
All I think the Lynx has to do is, it was a close game, So there's not much Lynx can do as just keep themselves in the game. Do not dwell on the loss. And for the Kozaks, just keep on playing, keep on bringing the energy.
Yeah, don't try to change the past, but write the future. And if I'm the Lynx coach, this is exactly what I'm telling my girls in the huddle right now, as both teams switch sides. In my opinion, the right side for the Kozaks is an even more. I'm a superstitious guy, so I'll go for it. It's the more complimentary lucky one because you're able to see all the friendly, familiar faces cheering you on.
That's a cool thing to say, Malik. And as we see, Kozaks are getting ready. One thing that I've seen with the Lynx that they did in their previous game, they got the lead, they won the first set. I mean, they got too confident, and Iron Wolves, despite losing tremendous 25-6 in the second set, they had the 0-4 lead in the first set. But it's because the Lynx got too relaxed. So that's what I don't want Kozaks to do. To feel relaxed and think that the game is over, because it's not. We still have a whole second set to go.
Dima, is this series? Do you think this series is a contender for the first 3-set series in this tournament?
Might be. It really depends on Lynx over here, as Kozaks have the first set. But it might be, as we can see.
Oh, great block by Kate Paul. Dikama Motumbo style.
I told you, man. The veterans just keep doing it. Kate Paul said no.
Kate Paul said no. So resilient. Kate Paul right with her. She's in her groove right now, Dima. You can see it from her body language, from her serves. Great dive by Dasha. Finally, she's got it. This is Boro. Set by Yeva.
Ooh, once again, and it's out.
Kozak
and it's out. Once again, the veterans are going at it. They know that this is their last season. They're going to go the hardest. They're going to fight the hardest they've ever fought.
Fate is on the Kozak side as the ball touched the man upstairs. And now it's Kate Paul with another serve. Unfortunately, too strong on that one. And she feels like, yeah, I could have made that, but at the same time, they're just too pumped right now.
Yep.
And certainly it's just 2-point lead for the Kozaks, but it feels like so much more.
Yeah.
The way, the
Once again,
emotional intensity of this game.
I think one of the most important things, as you said, they're pumped right now. It's always keeping that cool, even despite you're having the momentum, but you always have to keep that cool in order to focus in the game.
Kozaks, they just either have their tempo, their rhythm, their gravitas right now on the floor. And if I'm Kozaks, I just finish it off in the second set. I don't wait for the third one.
Indeed, always.
Ooh.
That goes a little bit.
She might have touched that one, but the referee.
I mean, the referee knows best.
Yeah. The referee will forgive the Lynx on that
and
one.
It's 3-3.
It's tie game. The Lynx looking to find their place in this second set. Oh, and probably the first major miscommunication by the Kozaks this game.
It's good that it's in the beginning of the set because you don't want that happening in the 20s.
Yeah, definitely. Underhead set there. Before he receives it.
Here's the
backboard.
How ironic. And I think the Kozaks are calling timeout.
I think the Lynx just felt like I think the Kozaks just felt like playing a bit of ball right now.
Yeah.
Hitting back to the good old basketball rim.
Yeah.
All right, we have no cameras at the huddle currently. So.
I think just Kozaks called that timeout just to refresh themselves, Yeah. Once again, we see Lynx taking the lead because they won that third set. But Kozaks, they are a little bit more relaxed than they were in the first set, to be honest.
Yeah, just judging based on this huddle that just occurred, Lynx seemed to be more vocal, more cheerful, more optimistic as to how this set will unravel. And a smart decision there by the Lynx.
They may have brought in a little bit more intensity.
Yeah. Definitely. And for anyone tuning in right now, it's the 4th game of the high school girls volleyball tournament 2019, day 1 at Kiev International School. We have the KS Kozaks protecting their home ground versus the Riga Lynx, and so far it's the Kozaks leading 1-0 the set series. This is the
However, the Lynx do have a notch over here, having the score at 6-4 for them.
and attempts to fool that one past the Kozaks, but the Kozaks just have a nose for that thing.
Noel is going to serve the ball over here.
And all that synchronized clapping.
Yep.
Hopefully, the coaches, Coach Ligon, Coach Crane, Coach Ligon, hoping that support from the bench will kind of reflect and mirror on the court and give that basically beam of momentum. Be like, girls, we're still in this game.
Yep.
We gotta finish it now. We gotta do our laundry now, and then we can relax. Or like my grandpa used to say, "Сделай дело, гуляй смело."
Indeed, indeed. And
Like,
they have to finish their business over here and then go on to the next one. As we can see over here, number 10 receives the ball. Spikes. Tough one to receive. Kate Pod doesn't do so, but once again, with those hard spikes, I can't blame the players because both teams can spike.
whatever, this game has been nothing but a pleasure to commentate. So, in case things don't go our way, put the blame on me, Dima. I will take it. I'm like Jojo. I'll take the blame.
Definitely, definitely.
And
'Cause
spike
you
from
own
the Lynx.
blame. Then we have Georgia just gaining it over the net.
Lynx
Small
definitely
spike.
communicating better the second set. They're trusting each other more, which is really reflecting on the scoreboard so far. 10-5 for the Latvia Lynx. Georgia.
Riga Lynx, yep.
Oh, Susanna attempts to block. Great save by Lizzie. Like attempt. Kate receives that easy there. Oh, Susanna with a block! Rejection stuff. Susanna was just chilling there. Sets up Lizzie.
Elizabeth gets it over. Another set by Susanna for Lizzie. Lizzie sees the opening.
Yeah!
Exploits the opening once again.
Just in the nick of time. Incredible criminal-like patience there to wait till that very last moment to
And
slip
she's
this
gonna-
pass to the Lynx.
Indeed, and she's gonna carry that momentum onto her serve right now.
And it might be the Lynx, but the Kozaks are being foxy.
Right there, that's hard serve over there, over the net. Lizzie receives it.
This reminds me of a poem by Ted Hughes Dimitrov, Thought Fox, the way the Kozaks have been bargaining place.
Yep. Here we have number 13 is gonna serve for Riga Lynx.
What?
Underhand serve. Kate is going to receive. Susanna sets.
I mean, it's
Kate.
bad.
Spikes it and ooh. And
What happened while
I believe the Lynx are gonna have the notch in that. Despite I think number 10 was the one to throw it out.
А тебе дали билет на ланч?
Georgia gonna get it over the net. Blocked by number 10.
Oh,
And Noel is a little bit too late.
And Dima, the Lynx are looking to have an uncomfortable for the Kozaks, but a rather well-groomed lead for themselves here in the second set.
Indeed, indeed. That is. We might see the first third set of the tournament over here.
Dima, is it the Lynx playing better or the Kozaks losing their energy here in the second set?
In the second set, definitely Kozaks are a little bit more relaxed, and I can't blame them. I think it happens in every sport. If you have a confident lead, they don't have a sense of losing right now. So that's really why Lynx have the intensity, because they know it's a win or go home in this set. As we see,
All right,
Kozaks
ladies and
are
gentlemen.
just gonna get refreshed.
Hello! We haven't seen you there for a while. All right, it is 14-6 second set. The Latvia Lynx, Riga Lynx, excuse me, are ahead of this one. And they seem pumped, full of energy, wanting to regain their integrity of this tournament, their reputation. And so far, we'll see what the match has to offer. But the second set, so at this point, is looking a lot more favorable and friendly towards the Lynx.
Yeah, the one thing just for the Kozaks to do, I think they're doing everything well enough. A little bit, maybe a little bit more communication, but just to get their heads in the game.
Definitely. Susanna
Third
steps.
set is going to be really competitive. If they don't want that, then they should win this one.
Oh, great spike there. Noel catches it. Kate, beautiful. Oh, Susanna. Noel.
Kate is going to
Kate
get
over.
Number 14.
Great
Susanna
sequence
to
there
Kate.
by the Kozaks.
Kate with that
Oh.
arm strength. But Lynx are going to get over, and Georgia will make a small mistake over there.
I think the trajectory of the ball itself, airborne, confused both Georgia and Susanna. Susanna felt like she could just block tip it, and Georgia felt like she had to step a bit closer, and it landed awkwardly in the middle of them, like the third wheel, you know. Just the there's.
There we go.
There's
We have the
Kozaks.
momentum back on our side with the serves coming up from Dasha, I believe, the freshman.
Indeed.
She might be the freshman, but she's on the varsity team, and I really think that she can make great things for the future of.
Darina with the serve. That's the ball.
So don't
Number
count her
10
out.
tap. Oh, Dasha there.
She's
Look at that hustle. Oh,
Number 10
Great.
keeps pounding. Keeps pounding.
to jump for out. Good call there. Much needed defensive stops for the Kozaks. Well, more like offensive mishaps for the Lynx. However, whatever.
Indeed.
It's all on the scoreboard, baby.
And Dasha's gonna serve again. Dasha with the serve.
Dasha, great serve.
Indeed.
Confusing
Indeed.
the Lynx on
And that's what I told
that.
her before the game.
Wow.
Despite her being a freshman, she always
Jima.
has that mentality.
She
always
looks
has to keep
different.
cool.
She looks different to me this game.
Yep, because I told her, if you want to win, if you want to get those serves there, you got to keep your cool. You can't be nervous.
And Dima, I think it was precisely your words of wisdom and encouragement that woke up some new inner beast in Darina Yazdanifar. So props to you, Dmitro Shwed.
Hopefully she carries that throughout the tournament.
What was that all about?
Yeah, I don't.
That
I
was
think
not
that,
legal. Let's close our eyes on that one. I didn't like that play. Scratch it out.
Yep. So, well, Lynx still hold a dominant lead with 8 since it's 17-9 in the second set. Underhand serve by the Lynx. Darina is gonna receive it. And
Kate.
Kate is gonna save it.
Awkward position there for her, however.
Indeed,
She
indeed,
adapts
but
well.
It's good that Kate makes that extra hustle in order to save the ball.
Yeva with a set off.
Kate exploits it once again.
Number 10 hits the deck, sandwiched against the floor there, and the Kozak get the point there. Great attempts to leap for the ball, however, just not enough. And it's 18 to
And
10.
I'm gonna make here a small analogy, Malik, if you understand me. Kate, since she's wearing number 21, she really plays like the guy on the 76ers, Jimmy Butler. Since she's always there, she's always pounding, she's always, she has the strength, and she's all over the court. She always does that extra hustle.
Yeah. In my neighborhood, we call that a dog.
Yep.
Woof woof to the Lynxes. And Georgia misserves the serve.
Yeah, a little bit short that time. That's right. It's always important not to think about that and move on to the next thing.
There's still chances this game, I believe.
As Lynx look to establish a 9-point lead. And they do so. They do so. And it's going to be 20-11. Lynx are going to serve it.
Lynx.
Noel receives.
Noel, good receive. Dasha set up.
Russia.
Whose ball is it? Good. Lucky break there for the Kozaks.
Yep.
It seemed like nobody was touching that.
Ooh, number 8. Really, it's on the spike. Considering spikes for Lynx, it's a one-sided show from number 8.
Definitely.
A little bit number 10, but she messed up a couple times.
Yeah, definitely strong appearance there
Yeah,
on all
number
fronts
8
by number
just
8.
keeps pounding.
Dasha with a receive. Kate responds to number 8
And she gives
on
them
the line. Very nice.
And as you mentioned, she gives them a taste of their own medicine over here.
Indeed.
Kate is gonna transfer that momentum from the spike into her serve. Ooh, nice serve. Way to exploit the open area.
Dasha.
Yeva saves it.
Yeva keeps it alive. The Lynx looking to attack, looking for open holes. Lizzie, emphatic slam there. Number 14, airborne.
Number 8.
Good.
Man,
Noel set
I'm
up.
telling you, number
Yeva.
8.
Oh, block. Number 14.
Number 8 has got to have one of the highest verticals throughout this tournament. Man, she just keeps on going up.
She was like stuck in time there for a while.
Yeah.
Time from like.
Airtime.
Sign that poster for me, please.
Indeed. Air number 8.
Serve from the Lynx. Yeva with a setup. Oh, Lizzie Morrow, strong serve.
Tough. 22-12. Lynx are looking to pull away the second set, and Kozaks are still there. That's the thing. One of the most important things I think in those kind of games when you're losing by a lot, and that's what Iron Wolves did, is always finishing strong. Is always showing that passion and heart that you have, because finishing strong will always bring through into the next games.
Yeah. And I think it's a lot more hurtful when, sure, a blowout is bad enough, but if you won the first set and you had such a tight narration that it just pains me even more to lose.
Yep.
When you've truly worked for it. Noel.
You know,
that's why no quit attitude, Metro. Coach Semyuk's philosophy. Said there, number 14. Oh, the vertical, Papia. She must have subscribed to Coach Rocky's vertical packages. I'm telling you, Mitchell. No. 8. Right through.
Noel is going.
Susanna.
Who is he?
You know?
Goes in! Just right on the edge.
You know, Tima, I'm a big fan of that Susanna Lizzie sequence. Because always Susanna, her arms go kind of like, doesn't look like a regular invertebrates pose there, how she manages to set the ball backwards. This is fascinating to watch. Oh, stuck there. Double touch there by 2 players. Double block. Number 13 set. Number 8.
Oh man, it's just the hustle. The hustle.
When the ball limbos on the net like that. And the Riga Lynx, ladies and gentlemen, are 2 points away from sealing the second set.
It's an 8-point lead for the Lynx. Ooh, just nudged the net a little bit. Lizzie exploits the opening, and that's number 3 was flat-footed. She exploited it and the opening right there.
And what happened with number 3 there? She seemed like...
Yep, she was flat-footed. She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
Yep.
It reminds me of this old Russian joke, you know? So like an American asks a Russian, have you seen the second Star Wars movie? And the Russian says no. And then the American asks, why not?
And the Russian replies, well, I haven't seen the first one, and I only want to watch the third one.
Haha, yeah. Indeed, that is a great comparison, Mark.
Yeah. It's like it's like you make it sound like you want it when you truly don't.
Yep. Just make excuses.
And here we have that three, that reluctant old Russian analogy.
Going to try to
Look
bring
at
back.
the clapping, Dmitro. Do you hear that?
Indeed.
Svetoshny Arena on his feet. What a
Great
save by
save.
Dave. This is why we play. Oh! Oh, wow.
Are now
Could this be the comeback of
5 points.
comebacks
It
through
was-
comebacks?
It was just 8 seconds ago, and now it's 5 points. We might witness a comeback from the Kozaks over here.
Man, like I tell you, like the Lynx, they had like an 8-point lead, but then the Kozaks are like, it ain't it, chief. And
Yep.
now they're balling out. And Kozaks, Kate sets up Huosh, Lizzie, Sadovska duo.
To exploit
Always.
the opening,
Right
but
there. Ah!
it's alright, it's alright. And the Lynx,
Come on,
number
Susan.
8, how ironically is going to try to pull it away. She was tremendous during this whole game, and the spike.
Ceesa sets up. Lizzie
Lizzie.
prepares for the kill. One shot, one kill. She was airborne on that.
Yep,
She looked.
just keeps on going. Back to 5 points, 24-19.
And for anyone tuning in now, wow, you have missed a lot.
Indeed.
24-19, second set. The Lynx leading the Kozaks just by 5 points late into the second set, with Kozaks
Saved
having
it.
a victory of the first set.
And well, the Lynx are going to pull away with the second set. I mean, right at the beginning when the Lynx hit 20s, me and Malin were just saying that Kozaks have to finish hard, and that's indeed what they did. They were down by 8. I think it was 20-12, and they got back the momentum, got it to 19, and lost 25-19. Now that's a respectable loss. They brought the momentum, and I just hope that energy transferred to this third set.
Yeah, definitely. I think sauce it up, yeah. The Minnesota a lot. The Riga Lynx have definitely taken care of business today in the fourth game of this tournament. Second set, that was a close one, definitely a close one. And I just can't wait what the third set has to offer. Do you think any sides are tired, or who is more tired?
Ooh, it's hard to say who's tired because both of them are full of energy. But I really see Kozaks being just a little bit more tired than the Lynx because they fought hard at the end. We see Lynx already on the court while Kozaks are still discussing. I'm pretty sure the words of wisdom coming from Mr. Crane and Miss Ligon would be to keep the intensity. To just keep the intensity going in the third set and keeping their heads in the game, because now it's a win or go home for the both teams. I have to say though, Kozaks will have to pound this set because the Lynx do have one win. Kozaks are still looking for one.
Yeah. And that's logically, yeah, the Kozaks should be more hungrier. It's their home court, it's their win. And I truly, with all my heart, believe that this third set, they are gonna reclaim the throne.
Haha, I see, Mark, I see. Sadly, they're gonna reclaim the throne that LeBron lost.
Yeah. What? Oh. No, I don't agree with
Said
that.
yes.
Well, yeah, they
You
will
said
reclaim
yes.
the throne. What?
It's okay, he's chilling on LA Beach.
But-
It's all good.
Yeah, just a family man, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Minnesota Lynx is truly a big deal if the Kozaks manage to take this one home, to grab this win, because the Lynx so far have shown that they're one of the favorites of the tournaments.
Indeed,
Therefore,
And I've mentioned it previously with my previous game, the one that I commentated with the Lynx and the Iron Wolves. I'm really excited to see what Lynx are here to do in Kiev, because I believe this is their first tournament in Kiev. And this, besides the basketball team that I saw in Macedonia, personally, I've never seen the Lynx sport before. So I wouldn't say they're my favorites, because that would be a lie. My favorites are always the Kozaks, Kiev is red. But I'd say my second favorite team to watch would be the Lynx, because simply for the fact I've never seen them before.
Do you know we had a trader in the Moody booth, Omkar Nayak, officially lively confirmed on the broadcast that he's supporting the PSI Panthers, and quote literally said Kiev is blue.
That is very interesting. First he leaves our basketball team, leaves middle school boys onto Avant-Garde, I believe, and now he's supporting the PSI Panthers. Well, I mean, the guy doesn't believe Kiev is red.
I mean, he's lucky Mastery Learning System accepts anyone.
Indeed.
Here we have
We can see Kozaks with so much energy.
2 points ahead already.
Yep. And we can see that pounding on the floor.
We see Susanna getting that much needed rest. We see Katya coming in instead of her.
Yep.
Oh.
A small mistake by Noel over there, but once again, I'll say that 1,000 times throughout this tournament. Don't think about it. Move on to the next thing.
Yes,
now
Mitchell.
It's defense.
So Dasha dives in. Look at that. Dima. No.
I'm telling you, man, that freshman power.
My, she's just not missing any receive balls there.
She might be a freshman, but she's playing like a veteran right now.
Yeah.
Another dive by
Indeed. Unlucky there. A bit clustered down there. The Lynx managed to suffocate the interior semicircle of the Kozak side. However, the score is tie. Kozaks, Lizzie.
Lizzie with that hard spike, and
Lizzie, make me dizzy on the beat.
Lizzie on the beat.
Yeah.
It ain't easy being lazy.
It ain't easy being lazy. That's it,
Cause
right?
it's so easy.
Yeah, get Drizzy to rap about Lizzie.
Indeed.
And the Lynx accept the ball. You see the number 8 emphatic serve.
Ooh.
Slams it with authority.
Yep. I can't blame Kozaks for not receiving that. That was a fireball.
No, indeed. From a well-rounded cannon, as she has been proven to be. Indeed. And what do I have to tell you, Dima? It's like this one. Well, number 8, she was like this unremovable part of the of the formula. She's constantly there, keeping the Lynx in the game all throughout. Noel accepts the ball.
He's
Susanna
the hydrogen in H2O.
Look at that! Look at that energy!
Yep. Always support. Always support. And we'll have, I believe.
Definitely, Dima. I agree. She is making a case for that atomic bomb of the high school girls volleyball tournament 2019. Oh, and we have Katya Yelova's first serve of the tournament for her.
And it goes pretty well.
Yes.
Pretty sure it was as planned. And that will go in. As Yeva and Noel thought it's gonna go out. Not exactly miscommunication, but simply not seeing the trajectory of the ball.
Yeva, her second serve. Oh, was it the point for the Kozaks?
Yep.
Oh, me? How come? Was that number 8 again?
Like, yeah, I believe so. I mean, at
she
this
just
point, any hard spike, I'll relate it back to number 8. As you can see, number 8 is going to serve with an arm string. That would be going out. And a lack of miscommunication between Susanna and Georgia A little bit of miscommunication for the Kozaks, but I don't think that's gonna hurt them.
So number 13 sets up number 10.
As we see Lizzie, a little bit short, but
Yeah. Clearly frustrated.
yep,
The momentum of the ball.
yep.
The Lynx
The Lynx are on top
are
with 2
slowly
points.
trying to get away from the Kozak in this third set. And number 10. And a
Susanna Lizzie.
great collective effort there
Yep.
by
And that's the thing. That's what I like in Kozaks. Whenever they make a mistake, like Elizabeth just made a mistake, she's gonna go back at it.
Yeah.
She's gonna play her best on defense just to get back that mistake.
Yeah, definitely. And arguably the best combination in this tournament, Lizzie and Susanna.
Yep.
The question, though, is where is Kate Paul? She appears not to be on the court, neither on the benches.
Yeah, I just hope she's alright. I just hope there's no injury involved, because she would be one of the main parts of the team. Number 10 gets that notch. Whew, I mean, what can I say? Lynx have the 2-point lead, and they're gonna switch sides over here.
Okay, Dima, just 2 points. 2-point margin here.
Yep.
The Kozaks
Susanna
hungry.
to Georgia over the net. Lynx are gonna set it number 10. Oof. I mean, that's the thing. Whenever I watched a little bit of volleyball throughout the season, and one of the most important things in volleyball, whenever you're defending the net, whenever you're going for the block, is having that backside ready. Always helping to receive the ball. Because if it goes over the blocks, backside always has to come in and fill it.
Definitely. It's covering that no man's zone, no man's land, and if a team is great at covering, is basically great at having the ability to go back and forth like that, then it's one heck of a team.
You see, Lynx are pulling a little bit away with a 10-6 lead, 4-point lead, and we're gonna see how the Kozaks are gonna show themselves in the last couple points of the game.
And the game here has became a bit less exciting for the in glasses of Kozak fans and supporters, as it has been the Lynx on a solid 4-0 run so far. However, Kozaks get their lucky break here, as it is 6-10. 4-point deficit, tough but manageable.
Yep.
And it's hoping that's the scenario here. We have
Dasha is going to serve.
Dasha has not been.
Malik, I'll correct you. It's a 3-point deficit.
Oh, very nice. Oh my!
I believe she touched the net. Yep, she touched the net. That was good effort by number 10, but you always have to remember you can't touch the net.
Can't touch the net, and her hand was far over the net. Both penalized
Dasha.
there.
Dasha showing up with the serves. Really important at this point.
Dasha, great show up. Georgia smacks that one. Number 8. What's gonna
Number
happen
10.
here?
Oh.
Dasha, great save.
Oh.
Georgia. Oh, miscommunication there. Miscommunication. I already saw it. I wanted to yell at the girls. Come on, ladies. The two of you. One ball. But
Yep.
unfortunately,
Oh, it's mine.
That costs the Kozaks a point. The Lynx will serve, underhand serve. The game is active. Yeva to Georgia. And Dima, we still are yet to see Kate Paul return to this game. And she could be that crucial, she is the crucial component of the KS Kozaks volleyball high school girls team. Her absence is definitely felt. Oh, and the girls get a lucky back there. Darina, Speedy Gonzalez just running.
And they win the point because number 10 uses that arm strength too much and it goes out.
Too much sauce.
And it's 2-point lead for the Lynx, but I think Kozaks, having the energy, are going to pull away this time. Serve number 10.
Number 10 smacks it.
Over the
Darina
net.
accepts it. Georgia accepts it. Lizzie all the way into the stands. Almost hits one of Mr. Hughes' iPads. That would have been a tragedy.
Indeed, indeed.
And now we have a serve from the Lynx. For anyone
Number
tuning
10
in now,
once again, number 10.
this is the first third set
going at it.
series. Exciting stuff here at the Svetoshino Arena. And it's the Minnesota Lynx leading by 3 points. Brilliant.
Man, I know you like Giroz, but man, you shouldn't call out his team all the time, Minnesota Lynx. And it's 13-9, back to a 4-point lead, number 10. Nice receive by Dasha, miscommunication, but Dasha saves it.
Ay, Darina! Oh, not that.
A little bit short that time. It's gonna go to 14-9.
Dima, I don't
They're gonna call a timeout.
We
Kozaks.
need a timeout. They need
Yep.
a timeout.
Yep.
For interview.
Number 10 is looking to finish it off. She's gonna serve it. Ooh, and as sad as it is, the Kozaks are going to lose this one. They're gonna shake hands over here. Well, it was a tough game. Once again, Lynx came out on top, in my opinion, simply because they had more energy. It's not because it's skill-wise. And of course, we have number 10 showed up tremendously, and number 8 on the Lynx team. And all I can say is congratulations to the Lynx team. They now have 2 wins. But I also have to credit Elizabeth Morrow, number 15, and Kate Paul on KAS team. And especially by the end, Dasha, who showed up as a freshman at the end. As we can see, we're here at 15-9. And we're gonna go on with the 5th game of the tournament, with Istanbul going up against the AS Moscow. What can I say? The conclusion of this game is that, of course, Kozaks pulled away the win in the first set. Second set, obviously, Lynx came out on top because of their energy, but Kozaks made some mistakes in the third set, and I think they didn't have as much energy as the Lynx. They were really dwelling on their mistakes and not making the right decisions.
That one, Dima, sums up the 4th game. And now the Minnesota Lynx are 2-0.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Kyiv International School coach. So we just lost against the Lynx. That was unexpected, but what will you tell your players now?
We just have to push harder. We have to cover and stay positive and just forget about this and just get our heads to the next game and then just play new games. But we know how to play it.
And you have one more game today, correct?
We have one more game against PSI at 5 o'clock. So we'll be ready. Go Kozaks!
All right, 5 o'clock. Go Kozaks. Thank you.
Unfortunately, for our Kozaks watching from home or maybe in classrooms right now, the Chaos Kozaks have lost their second match today. Meanwhile, the Riga Lynx are going for 2-0.